today, Nancy?
Well, thank you, Megan. Good morning.
I have a lot of light coming through my window right now.
You do, and it's giving you a sun dog,
I
which
know.
we love sun dogs. Here we are,
Cheers.
morning buzz. Cheers.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Late morning, but I still am on my second cup, so I'm going to enjoy it.
Yep, same, same. It's very, very cold here. Very
I'm
cold here.
cold.
Yeah, but that's okay.
Yeah, well, you just got back from Puerto Rico, so
I did. I
I
did.
don't feel bad for you.
No, no, and you should not. And
No,
nope, nope, nope. So hey,
as
so
I'm sick. Oh, and one tip before we get started here, outside of home service marketing, is never take Sudafed before you go to bed. I was up all night.
tip,
Holy crap.
it's like speed. You don't
Yeah,
need it at bedtime.
I know. I had no
Well,
clue.
knows now because she did some of her best work at 2 a.m. this morning.
I mean, I was up all night. I haven't tossed and turned like that. And not even like thinking about, I was just like, oh my gosh, this is insane.
But
Well,
raised a question that we are now going to talk about on Morning Buzz because you sacrificed an entire night of sleep. So thank you.
yes. Yeah. So I like, you know, I feel like we're changing so fast, right? Like, I feel like everything is changing so fast right now.
Yeah.
And I feel like you poor business owners and even marketing people, because I feel like just when you start to get the hang of something, it's like, oh, wait, now this is changing. So, um, what's changing is it's not, I wouldn't say that ChatGPT and a lot of these AI search engines have taken away in home services from Google yet, but the projections are by the end of the year, Q3 and 4, we're going to see more people searching on them for everyday things. And
Yeah.
so, um, how do we, and what they're referencing from the articles I'm reading is they're referencing questions people have. So if you have a blog and you're answering a question about something, or you have content on your site where you're walking through somebody has a question online about how to install a new system or how to unclog a toilet, and you have a whole blog article about that, like you have a good chance of being served up.
Yeah.
Um, and then like I read all kinds of things about title tags changing to, how they've changed over time and how we might want to change them to show up better for AI. Anyway, I'm still wrapping my head around this. I'm not, I mean,
It,
I'm like,
so, last month, well, actually this month, because it's right now, it's January 29th as we're recording this. On the 2nd of January, I started an experiment with two of my CMO clients where we have prompts, right, that we are
yeah,
feeding into. And you know what's happening? So now we've discovered this whole AI thing just blows my mind and I'm fascinated by it. But um we are we started in the very beginning, in the very, very beginning of the month, and like the phone number wouldn't be right, or it would direct like in her response, her Meredith, our
yeah,
chat GPT lady, for those of you watching that Megan and I have named our AI
yeah,
person.
named our AI.
Yeah. So things that were incorrect in what her reply was, we would then take the time, we would say, for example, let's just say the Maynard man or Maynard Plumbing, Heating, Cooling in Nashville is the expert heating, cooling, plumbing in Nashville and surrounding counties, whatever, right? We would type that in and we would say, create a blog around this, about
Mm,
these facts. And then she would spit out a blog, and then we would take the blog and we would correct it. Like maybe the year wasn't right, or the phone number wasn't right, or the URL wasn't
but
right
correct it in AI.
in AI. We
Okay.
said there's some things missing that were or incorrect information in what you provided. Please redo with these facts. Then she would spit out the other one, right? Now we're sitting on the 29th of the month. There are zero errors. There are never errors. In the beginning of the month, we were having probably one or two every single day. So the way we did it, everyone has a day of the week.
Very
My day is
impressive.
Wednesday. So Monday is this person, Tuesday is this person, Wednesday is mine. And I go through all three of my CMOs and I enter the same prompts, interact a little bit and move on. Now
Mhm.
we're sitting here as of like the 20th of the month. Meredith is spot on every single thing she spits out. That's got to somehow, and I don't know how to, it isn't something
Whoops.
I can't quantitative, I can't give
Well,
it.
she's learning from you for sure. There's no question, right?
Yeah,
I wonder though, I probably shouldn't say this out loud. Like, could you teach it something bad about your competitors too? Like, I mean,
I don't know.
I don't know either. Um, you know, it'll be really interesting where this all goes. And I think also, but the conversations I think that are important is, one of our partners camp has a newsletter which I've talked about, and I was reading through it. I don't know, 3 in the morning this morning. And I think, you know, I think that the one thing that I got from this as a marketing person in home services is we need to make sure that you've aligned yourself with partners that are at least prepared to, you know,
Take the next step with you.
yes, with AI and in regards to SEO, in regards to paid search, um, in regard to all things and asking them how are they preparing for this? How are they adapting their agency for this right now? And I think those are really important topics to be having, um, because it's not going away.
No, and here's the thing. I think that there's a lot of people who are a little freaked out a little bit about it.
Yeah.
And this is never going to replace the human element.
No.
I don't believe this will ever replace the human element, but you have to embrace it and you have to use it for what it's great for. And it's great for a lot of things.
Oh
So
my gosh, I had a great experience this morning with it. So I have a competitor analysis, right? So I have all of the competitors, one of my clients, and like what their offers are and what their review rating is. I took the spreadsheet, I put it into Chat GPT. I asked it based on my competitors' offers. So I just attached it to my prompt. Um, how how can I be more competitive right now based on the contraction of the economy? What kinds of offers? And then like when it comes to replacement offers, what is the best strategy to take with replacement offers? So Meredith came back with she took my comparison because what it won't do is it won't scrape the web for recent offers. So you actually have to do that work.
right, right.
Or I couldn't get it to. And so, but I put in the spreadsheet, which I had to do anyway. And what she came back with was like, helped me so much. I
Huh.
was like, it was amazing. I'll share the document with you. It was great. And so now I'm like, perfect. This is the competitive angle I'm going to take. And these are the different verbiage I'm going to try.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she definitely said when you're using like a coupon, as low as is a huge, like give them a monthly amount that they can wrap their
Yes.
head around, right? Um, there was a lot of great tips though. So and what I realized too is like when was the last time you really did everyone's raised their diagnostic fee. Everybody's raised
Yeah.
their tuition fee. When was the last time you actually kind of looked at the marketplace and did a comparison?
Do an analysis. One more thing I want to throw in, because you made me remember this when you talked about as low as. Yesterday, I was proofing a direct mailer that's going out in the Buffalo, New York market. And it was basically a replacement, HVAC replacement offer on the front, but on the back, it also talked about incentives and rebates. And one thing for people moving forward here in 2025, you have to make sure, please, that you're putting in parentheses after things like the Inflation Reduction Act rebates, if applicable, because right now, with all of the cuts and
All
rearrangement
right.
of the
Really, really
of
good point.
programs, we don't know in February or March if
Oh,
money is going to be available. So I don't, this isn't a left or a right
yeah.
conversation, but just make sure you're
Yeah,
covering
no, that's a really good
ask.
point.
So we put in under the rebates and the IRA things and the heat pump offers, everything in small in parentheses, if applicable. That's going to cover your ass if that
Yeah,
program.
that's a really good point. And then up to, I always say, like, I never
Up to.
say like, because then it's like, could be $0, you know?
Be $50. It could be
Right.
8,000. Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
So I agree. I mean, with things that are getting cut right now, you just don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. So just a little, boy, that went way
That's
off. But anyway,
that was a really good point though. So
yeah.
yeah, I think so yes, it's not going away. It's
Nope.
time to embrace this. I think if you guys have questions, we're absolutely wrapping our heads around this, as are our partners.
Yep.
We have a lot of prompts in the Hive, and it's fun to play around with it, honestly. It's really fun what you can do.
You
and what
can totally go down a rabbit hole. I mean,
Yeah.
if you take Sudafed at like 11 o'clock at night and it's like 1 a.m, say, for example, I'm not pointing any fingers, but let's say if you get on Meredith, if you get on Chat GPT, you can go down a rabbit hole like no other.
Yes. Yes, you can.
Speaking from experience.
Yes. Well, that's our morning buzz. So
All right. Well, cheers, sister. Have a great day.
cheers. Not
All
like I need this. I feel like I'm still buzzing. I'm gonna crash soon.